Thank you, Matthew. Thank you very
No,
much.
thanks.
Yeah, of course. Ready to leave our seat?
You ready?
We're good to go.
Matt, when did you get here? When's the first time you saw the golf course?
Tuesday afternoon I played 18.
Do you put any extra effort into, any extra work into trying to get to know the golf course ahead of Thursday when you come to a new course?
I mean, fortunately, Billy had walked it twice, so Billy had done a lot of homework, which is great. But my big thing was just to get lines off tees and then just scout the areas around the greens, see where to miss, where not to miss to certain flags, and take it from there, really.
And your thoughts on how you played today, and your thoughts on the golf course in general?
Yeah, I thought I played really solid today. Just said there, sort of, I was aiming right of pins and pulling it left, and aiming left and pushing it right. That's kind of the way when you're on, that's kind of what happens. It's great, and there's not many flags out there today where you can go at just because the miss is so penal if you miss it on short side. So that's been the big positive for me today is that I feel like my irons were good, and I hit them in the right spots.
You've been on a good roll. How confident are you, and what do you like so much about your game right now?
Yeah, I feel like I took a lot from my win at the end of the year in Dubai, and I feel like my game was in really good shape there, and we kind of found something that gave me a really good feeling. So I've kind of pressed on with that. We kind of lost it at the start of the year, and sort of we didn't really manage it over the winter, I guess, and we sort of quickly rectified that, and hopefully it's sort of back in good shape. And I feel, like I say, I feel confident in where it's at. I'm not saying that I'm going to go out and win every week, but it's just having that comfort factor in your swing and your game as you play week in, week out.
When you talk about rectifying it, is that just a matter of putting in the hours, or is there something else that you have to do to say, okay, this is how we get out of the winter slump?
Yeah, no, it's just plenty of practice, plenty of block stuff that just grinding it in. Yeah, I know what it was, and my coach obviously told me what it was, and the way we fixed it was kind of simple. It was kind of just a bit of posture and a bit of takeaway, and then you just sort of grind that in and get comfortable with it, and just try and keep those feelings for the rest of your life. It's when you've got it or when you feel like you got it on a string, and you've had a good tournament, particularly in Dubai. You think you're unbeatable, and then literally 2 weeks later you can't hit your hat. So it's about trying to find that middle ground where it's repeatable and you have good feelings.
And then just on the course, does this seem like the kind of place, everybody talked about the difficulty leading up. Do you think you could have a winning score close to 20 under, or is it the kind where people will probably exchange having really good days?
You mean here? I don't know. It's a tough one. Before when I played Tuesday and Wednesday, I didn't necessarily see like a 7 or 8 super low one under. Where they put the flags today, I kind of thought it's kind of 3 or 4 under. I'd be really pleased with. I think it's going to just depend a lot on the wind and the weather. I mean, if it's dead still, the flags aren't perfectly gettable, but you can hit them in good spots and make lots of putts because the greens are so pure. So I gotta be honest, I hate to like score, speculate, and guess. Yeah. I'm useless at it. To be honest. So that's probably why. But it's just gonna be an interesting 3 days.
Speaking of speculating, since you don't like those, the last quick one: is your mind on the Ryder Cup at all at this point?
No, not all. I played that game in 2016. Just got super worked up about it. Just desperate to make the team, and just accepted the fact that if I play well myself and I do all the right things myself, then hopefully it takes care of it. But if it doesn't, then it is what it is.
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks guys.